Hey everyone, this is Lensman Oz and welcome to episode 23 of Regrowth. So a big call out for this episode, I've managed to hit 300 subscribers and I just want to thank everyone. It's amazing. I've been doing this for just on a year now, so 300 in a year for me, I think that's pretty good. Again, this is just something I started out in my spare time, and I'm glad you all enjoy watching my videos. I enjoy making them, and yeah, I'll keep continuing doing this for a fair while yet. I'm having a bunch of fun still. The call out I have is I'm pretty sure that my 300th subscriber was I guess a young girl by the name of Taylor. So thank you, Taylor, for being my 300th subscriber. Again, yeah, I'm very appreciative of everyone who watches and subscribes, and I hope you keep coming back and watching some more. So you can see I've done a few things here. So a few bits and pieces that are added, and a few things going on that need to be dealt with. So first thing is first, let's crack out the old quest book. I was making the Master Infusion Stone, and you can see here this thing takes a bunch. You can see that, let's just open the book and we will show you one of each essence. All the 4 stones that we've already made, and then one of the top tiers. So we've got osmium, cobalt, ardite, quartz. So you can tell I've done quartz. Sulfur, ghast, and wither, and a bunch of mana. I better grab my wand of the forest. Still can't wrap my head around this line here not being the hotbar down here. Put that on there. Click that. Bob's your auntie. So this one here does not take durability damage. It is effectively infinite. It will do all 4. So I now no longer need to have one of each in the chest. I just need to have the one. I will need to redo the recipes, but I think in the future these will be disappearing, especially once I start getting auto crafting over there. I'll start draws, I guess, for each type, so that they'll come straight out of the farm and be condensed into each type. Jabber barrels might be the best way of doing that one, and then I might have a stack where they're automatically condensed and put into barrels for me. Best way of doing that's probably going to end up being like beast-based barrels. But that aside, Master Infusion Stone is done. We are going to get 5 magical potions. Don't know what the magical potions do. No idea. So that's all that page. Is that 100%? So we've got what the world came to be is done. What the world is made of is done. What the world is built from is done. So you can see I handed in this one just so I could get the Certus essence, so I could make the seeds. And I can hand this one in again. Not really that worried what I get, but that one's now all done as well. So we are very steadily getting through the chapters here. One other thing before I go on, this game at the moment is currently being hosted on my machine, which means that the ability to do the cooperative Let's Play with SomewhatInfinite is pretty much gone now. I don't have the resources to get a server up and running, and I believe he's about to go back to school, so he's kind of out of time, and he's going to go focus on his studies, which is great. Kids, stay in school. That's my public service announcement for the day. So yeah, this is now back to being, I guess, a single player. I don't know whether I'll change the thumbnail to remove his name just out of prosperity, I guess. But this is a local hosted copy of the server. Bjorniavelli has his hosting with the company he was with is now finished, and he's going to move on to a new mod pack because he's no longer playing it. I think I was the only one on the server still playing, so thanks to him for allowing me to play for that long. And I'll definitely be on the next server that you set up, and to play along once we work out what we're going to play next. So in the meantime, got a bunch of quests to hand in. Let's see. Couple in the encoding of the world. One is I made the untreated frame. Now if you remember from the previous one, it was just some sticks and a piece of string. That untreated frame I've put over here with the amazing 2 beehives that I have. Oops. So it's here. So I'm going to claim the reward. If I had room in my inventory. Oh, I've got 5 spots. Oh, they're not going to stack, are they? Okie dokie. Dump some inventory. Claim the combs. Put them away for the moment. Just so they don't... Oh wow, is that what the magical potion does? 25 minutes of everything. Just so they don't clutter up my inventory. Go and get my stuff back. Right, so that was that quest. Nothing too amazing there. The other quest I've done is this one, which is the begonia. Fairly simple recipe. White, 2 yellow, black, 3 mana powder. Gets me the begonia. Basically what this one does is eats drones. Turns it into mana. So any of you that know or have played with bees before would know all about the extra drones you tend to build up. So what that begonia does, and I have planted it over here. It's right there. All you do is you throw the bees, the extra drones or whatever on the ground, and it turns them into mana straight in your mana pool. Nice and simple. Good way of getting rid of the extra bees, so to speak. So we're going to get 12 modest hives as a reward. Got a few there now. Got a nice little collection of hives. So 20 hives, probably not going to need that many. Let's see. So that one's done. This one is done too. Probably need to turn you off. Okay, in here I set up the recipe for the bee Eliza. It does require 2 buckets of water. But there is our bee Eliza. I'm hoping this detects. Yes, excellent. So we're going to get 64 honey drops, which is cool because we can take those 64 honey drops, throw them straight in there. That will give us the ability to analyze our bees, being the bee Eliza. Now, the next quest in that line is climate control. This will pretty much allow us to adjust the bees that we get. I'm not sure of the recipe for the acclimatizer. A little bit more than what I have to hand at this very second. So we may look at that a little bit later in the episode. Next, I've got a few more here. The life of the world. these are just excuse me. These are just some of the eggs that I've slowly been working my way through. I made the slime one. Slime one requires slime crystals, milk, experience drops, and a cow. So I've done that one. The other one I did was villager. Villagers, still very simple. Couple of emeralds, some food, nothing out of the ordinary. Let's go and put this stuff in a chest. I think I was putting the eggs over here, wasn't I? They're in here. So there's a slime one. And a villager one. Okay, I'm going to put that in there for the moment. So I'll keep working with them in between episodes. I believe things like the witch one is going to require a villager. The zombie one is going to require a villager. So I need to make a few villager ones. I know I've got a couple now, but I wouldn't mind spawning some villagers just to use as fodder. No, to trade with, honestly, to trade with. I made a couple of things which are pretty funny to use too, so I'll get to them in just a second. I did make this. Now it looks a bit weird, and aesthetically it is terrible, but this is a very small 1 square smeltery controller. Smeltery. Apologies for that. And so this is a one square smeltery. You can look in there and it looks like it's seared stone, but it's not. And what I've got is I've got a barrel here, jabber barrel. And I filled it full of essence of fire, because essence of fire in a smeltery turns into lava. So really, really simple. Wooden pipe pulling out of the smeltery. It feeds back into both the tank for its own smeltery and into the one for the main one. So both these smelteries are full of, you can see that, full of lava. And it's not self-sustaining, but it's fairly self-contained in that I don't really need to worry about it now. And what I was working on is this. I've made a autarkic gate using Buildcraft Silicon. So I made the integration table. Integration table. Let's have a quick look here. Yep. So just some titanium, redstone chipset, diamond gear. Autarkic gate is pulsating chipset and a gate. So we already had some gates. And the pulsating chipset is just redstone and an ender pearl, and that gives you 2 in the table. Takes a ton of energy, which is why I had that engine running. So I've just had that ticking over in the background, not really doing too much else. So what I wanted this for is to get rid of this, just to make it a little bit neater, not have an engine poking out in the middle of nowhere. That one. The redstone off, energy pots are on, and that should continue doing what the engine was doing before. Easy, neat, tidy, no big redstone engine sticking out in the middle of my walkway. Squeaky chair incoming. So, yep, just something to generate some lava for me so I don't have to constantly run over here, grab a bucket of lava, run over here, put it in the thing. So I do plan on moving, as I've said before. This will move. This, on the other hand, I'm not sure whether I'll move it yet. The other thing I've done, obviously, I've got this Railcraft water tank in the ground here. This is generating water, and I know it shows it's empty. But if you look in here, it's going straight into this. If you can look in the tooltip at the top, it's going straight into this vat. I'm using the vat to make magnesium. So in here, I put the quicklime, or the limestone. It turns into quicklime, which turns into magnesium dust with the water. And then we've got some rutile ore in here, and that will make titanium once there's room. So let's get rid of some iron out of here. Hopefully this will enable it to start melting down magnesium. And look, 15 titanium. Bang! I'm going to need a fair amount of titanium. Some of the machines that we have now unlocked with the quests that we've done require a metric ton of titanium and steel and all sorts of bits and pieces. So basically decided, yep, good idea to start getting into it. May as well just throw a ton in here, let it automatically empty itself out. And then I just, with the limestone in there, once it melts, it's emptying into here. This is probably not, might be enough. No, not quite enough to make another one. And when it's got enough limestone or quicklime in it, it creates another magnesium. Combine that with the rutile, get titanium. So we've got 20 ingots of titanium in there now, which is pretty cool. Definitely will come in handy. Do need to get into some plates and a few other bits and pieces from that. Here are the service quartz seeds, by the way. I am breeding them up. I know you guys don't, well, I don't know. No one really answered me ever with the whole, do you like seeing me breeding seeds up? I just pretty much assumed, I'm guessing correctly, that no one wants to see me stand here and go, oh look, it's grown. Oh look, it's grown. So, some, netherwort, artichokes are still going, and once the service quartz seeds are finished, they will go into the farm, as will the netherwort. The water artichoke will go underneath the hill there, or I might move them out of there and put them over near here. But for the moment, it is what it is. Let's have a look down. I've got 4 more quests. And this is where the quartz one came from, I'm pretty sure. Is the Dr. Dolittle one that I started in the last episode. So if you remember, this needed the raw cod. I ended up getting the raw cod from a mana infusion, from a raw pufferfish, which came from a raw clownfish. So I had a clownfish in the chest, threw it in once, threw it in twice, got a cod, and made Polynesia charm. It's pretty cool. I gotta admit, it's a pretty nifty little charm. Not 100% sure where I've put it now. I used it a couple of times and then sort of ditched it. It is cool in that it allows you to trade with animals. So yeah, really not sure where I put it. Same way you trade with a villager, you can actually walk up and trade with an animal, which is funny more than anything. But the best thing is that it unlocked the service quartz seed area, which in turn gave us the next stone that I did. So that's that one done. I made, SomewhatInfinite made the tag lock kits. If you remember from the last episode he was in with me, he spent the episode, well, the first bit of his episode trying to tag me. And I've made a poppet. I've made a water protection poppet. As it says here, one of the simplest poppets to make. Water protection poppet will protect the tag lock being from drowning. Bear in mind, you will need to keep the poppet on your person for it to have an effect. So in this pack, that's fantastic. So I'm going to get a fire protection poppet as a reward. So if I have that, I'm really not sure where I put it. I'm hoping it's over in the witchery area. If I have that water protection one on me, that should mean I can't drown. which may negate the need for... Actually, no, it won't be continuous. It'll only do the one, won't it? It's in here. So I don't know if I need to bind it to myself, or to bind it to myself I probably need the tag lock kit, and to keep hearing that and thinking that the bush is on fire here. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Yeah, I probably need a tag lock kit to mix or craft with that to get the next item. To tag it to myself. Next quest I did was a fume funnel, which you can see here. Fume funnel is a little bit expensive, not overly, but a little bit expensive on iron. A couple of iron blocks, a bunch of buckets, one which has lava in it, bit of glowstone, some iron bars. It's a fume funnel. Can't say I know how the fume filter works. Ah, okay. Obviously craft that with it, and it gives you the ability to say I want odor of purity, and it will give you that. So claiming the last witchery item I have done is this one, which is to make firstly Mutandis Extremis, which is Mutandis Netherwort in a Witch's Cauldron, which is why a Witch's Cauldron is set up here. So that's why that's there. And then Mutating Sprig requires Ent Twig, Netherwort, Mutandis Extremis. Gets you the Mutating Sprig, which you may have picked up just sitting here. Here's the Polynesia Charms. That's the one that allows me to talk to the animals. So that, I think, is all the quests that I've done. These ones are a little bit different. Mind you, killing a witch. It is night time. I might put a quick cut in and see if I can find a witch and kill them off. See if I can finish that quest. Back in 1 second. Okay, so that was a bit of a bust. I've looked around for a bunch of time. Can't seem to find one. Perhaps one will spawn in the future. We'll be able to take them out. I did go fight a bunch of mobs and ended up with a bunch of junk. So in the grand scheme of things, yeah, I wouldn't call it successful. Let's just go with that. Okay, so that is, I think, all the quests I had to hand in. Need to kill a witch. These things here, you can see here, mutate some graspers, place a chest above a block of water with long grass to each side. Use mutating sprig on the chest to turn it into a grasper. Yep. Witchery still just, I don't know, blows my mind a little. So let's look into what else we've got. So, encoding of the world, we need to do this climate control one. Life of the world, a few more eggs. I mean, what is it worth to make? I wonder if we've got any witch's hands. I need the poison and stuff, so again, I'll work on that between episodes. So the other thing that this has opened up is not that one, this one. It's opened up mechanism, which is cool, which is why I needed iron plates, osmium plates, steel casing. So steel casing requires an osmium plate, refined steel, which is where you take the steel from the coke oven. You know what I mean. This thing over here, the blast furnace. Words escaped me there for a second. Where you put steel back into the blast furnace, cook it again, and you get refined steel. So this is going to require a little bit of that. And some sheets of titanium. Sheets of titanium is in the anvil, or you can put 4. That's 9 to 8. This is 4 to 4, so I think the rolling machine is a better option. You put them in the rolling machine, which again I've moved up to in the house there, and get ourselves some sheets of titanium. I don't think I'll work on that just at this moment. I think we will start working. You know what? We've got a few minutes. Let's do this. 762, 65, 11, 28. 762. No, it's going to be this way. Alright. I will find this spot that we need to go to, and we'll check it out. Back when I get a bit closer. We are getting fairly close to where we needed to be. And there's some sort of building up here. That could be what we're after. So we're at 762. Coming up to 1128. Looks like, yeah, that is what we're after. Let's go up and check it out. Okay. Some sort of dungeon, I guess. I don't have a lot of room. Let's check the book. 12 meters away. Okay. It's someone's house. Well, not someone's house anymore, it's okay. Not sure whose house it is, it's not exactly a big issue now. Thing is, it's no longer server play. So we needed 762, 1128, 65. Okay, might have to dig through the wall, I think. Whoever's base this is, if you're watching, I apologize. Again, not an issue because you're not going to be on here, but okay, I'm at 762. 1128 is this way. Guessing that person has already looted the room. That's alright. Didn't really give us much. Gave us some experience drops. The other one is 1,804 meters away. Negative 932. 65, 1756. Yep. Should I go to this now? I think we got a couple of minutes. Let's do it. Pro Matrix. I borrowed your house. I guess that I didn't count on nighttime. So just going through your chests. Anyway, found myself in need of shelter in the middle of the night. So thank you, Matrix. Borrowed your house. I will continue on in my quest for another 500 odd blocks in this direction. Gee, I'm glad I didn't fall down there. To find that next waypoint. Back in a tick. Okay, something forming in the distance here. Someone's near the portal. And a house. Okay. Don't know what this is for. Ah. Okay. Someone has perhaps looted this already. Let's break all the things. Coffin is not open. Okay. Don't know if there's something I should be doing here. Okay, just a mausoleum. Well, that's a bit of a letdown, apart from the fact that I'm going to probably take some of this material to build out of. Butchery, currently harvestable. Thank you, I'll take that. So, I'm going to leave it here. Well, I'm going to harvest this building, I believe. These look cool. And use these in my decorating. I thank you all for watching, and I hope you come back to join me for the next episode. Please leave your comments in that section below, and hit that like button if you like the episode. Thanks for watching. Catch yous in the next one. See yous.